Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 back with another episode of City of Heroes. Well, here we are once again with Deep Freeze. He is our Stalker. He is a radiation ice stalker, and we're sitting here on a rooftop in Praetoria, or Imperial City, and we are doing all the Loyalist missions and stories that make up the Loyalist path. We are following Emperor Cole, our hero, and so we were in the second stage in Imperial City. And last episode, if you watched that one, I got a little salty about some difficulties we're having with the maps in the games, and I lowered my mission level down to -1 so we can get through them all instead of dying every 5 minutes. And we're now level 14. We have some problems with the enemies in Praetoria are somewhat overtuned for low-level characters such as ourselves. Everything is tough. As you can see, my powers are very poorly slotted. I spent all my money, so money is very undertuned in Praetoria. There's no way of making money in this game. The way this is set up, you make very little from the missions. Unfortunately, on this particular server, we can't do my usual thing of selling things and using the universities to boost up our powers and create some inventions and sell those, because everything is super expensive. We can't afford to even buy like the lowest level stuff, so we're kind of stuck with that. So yeah, it's a little reasons to be salty. I've gotten to the point that I got many years ago, which is Praetoria is not very fun. Which is, I hate to say that because I love City of Heroes. It's a great game, but Praetoria is not very fun. So I'm doing the Praetoria missions, so you won't have to. So from now on, if anyone says, "Have you ever done Praetoria missions?" you can say, "Yes, I have." They won't know any better. So today we're going to do, we have a new contact named Investigator Whitworth. Our last contact, Alec Parsons, passes on to him. And he wants to meet on this rooftop for some reason. Let's see what he says. "Because you voluntarily chose to speak with me rather than me having to hunt you down, we've gotten off to a good first step. Part 1, the trash collectors." I think this guy has 3 parts to his story arc, so this will be a fairly short one. "Let's get down to business, shall we? There's a situation unfolding in Industry Avenue at Holon Technologies. The PPD are on scene, but we have a very strong reason to believe that they may not be reliable in the apprehension of the resistant elements holed up inside the facility. I'm sending you to Holon Technologies to take control of the situation and make arrests. You need to arrest the resistance forces at Holon Technologies. Oh, and another thing. TPN, the Total Praetorian Network, is within their rights to accompany you with one of their investigative reporters. Don't let it distract you from your job, and make sure that he catches everything that happens inside. I can't give you the details right now, Deep Freeze, but I assure you, as long as that camera is rolling, this operation will go smoothly." Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. All right, so it's going to be right over there. Exit out of the building through this little back door in the building. Oh, I'm turning my hide. Yeah, when I get level 14, I also got Frozen Aura, so I actually have some defenses, but very minimal because I don't have any slots for it yet. Now I turn 16, I'm going to go ahead and take Super Jump so I can get around a little quicker. As you approached the building, you were met by enthusiastic and fast-talking John Houston, TPN's most self-absorbed investigative reporter. Together, you pushed past some sour-faced PPD officers and entered the building. He certainly is a smiling guy, isn't he? I hope he can kind of see me if he's got to follow along. Oh, talk to Sergeant Jimenez. Yeah, here he comes. Okay. I don't see his camera. Uh-oh. Did I miss somebody? Did I skip the guy I was supposed to talk to already? Is he at the front door or something? No. Nope. Well, heck. And I got this Joker follow on me. Although he's gotten stuck. Good. I'll use that to my advantage. See if I can find the guy I'm supposed to talk to. Here he is. I don't understand what the ministry is trying to pull here, Deep Freeze, but my orders are to let you have the run of the place. What can you tell you about the situation inside? The Resistance have one of the researchers being held hostage. If you need help, you call my boys, and we'll be more happy to lend a hand. I'm going to be nice to this guy. Thanks, I appreciate the backup. Oh, you're more than happy to help if we get... Oh, we're more than happy to help if you get in trouble. Apparently I can't trust this dude. Okay, let me go get that reporter again, since... Okay, come on, reporter. Where is he at now? Come on, man. What are you doing? You gotta be kidding me. I'm going. Is he talking to me? I don't know what's going on. If I turn this thing off, if these guys start attacking me, I'm going to get ticked off. Dadgummit. Okay, not a good start. Are you going to follow or what? Let's go. Come on. I'm not doing this mission unhidden. Get the scientists out safely. All right. Got a force field up here. Okay. Probably some kind of button to push. Yes, this guy right here would have been an orange if I wasn't if I had the thing slotted. Wow, an orange. Oh, I think we found him. I was going to put this on hold, but look like we found the guy. All right. Tire Iron. That's a good name. Okay. Hope he can see me. No. Man, I hate this. It really screws up stalkers. It's like every single mission we do. Let's get out of here. Try and thread the needle here. Yeesh. Okay, that was pretty good. here's a idiot reporter. Go. Okay, almost got it at the front door. There we go. Very good. Do we have this guy's phone number yet? Probably not. Nope. All right. I'm going to head back to that office and be right back when we get to our contact. Okay, let's see what he has to say now. You handled that situation. You handled that situation very well, Deep Freeze. Now I owe you an apology. Sergeant Jimenez is under investigation for conspiracy, but we lack any hard evidence against him or his men. All we have are coincidences, nothing solid. We believe that Jimenez and his men are responsible for letting the resistance get a foothold into Imperial City. In addition, the syndicate have been slippery ever since Jimenez was put into the anti-syndicate task force. This is why we called you in. We leaked some intel to Jimenez, and it looks like the resistance took the bait. Holon was a trap. We closed the door on them, and then called you in to make sure that you took them down, rather than having them make a miraculous escape despite being surrounded by Jimenez's men. This is also the reason we called in that Yahoo from TPN, John Houston. With him reporting a live feed back to TPN, we knew that Jimenez wouldn't make any moves against you. It would out him immediately. In this way, we ensured that the resistance terrorists are now in our custody. You did fantastic work, and I want you to know that we're on a two-way street of communication from now on. That's good to know. Part 2, Dangerous Liaisons. We got some good intel out of those resistance members you apprehended in Holon Technologies. According to their cell leader, Tire Iron, a second team of terrorists are raiding Lodestone Technologies. I'm going to be frank with you, Deep Freeze. I don't know what is in this lab, but I've been given instructions by Praetor Sinclair himself that this lab contains sensitive material and should not be allowed to fall into anyone's hands. I'm sending you in to stop the resistance and ensure that nothing leaves Lodestone. We're not sure whether the resistance is aware of what's in Lodestone's mainframe, but I've been told that if they find the data, then it won't take them long to realize how important it is. I need to be very clear about this. Do not let them escape with this information. No matter the cost, this data must be either recovered or destroyed. I'll stay in contact with you I'll stay in contact with you via the Seer network. All right. If I can just jump down there. No, I better not. All right, let's head on over there. Right around the corner. You know, a lot of technology groups in this town. I wonder if Cray Technologies is in here. Okay, stop the resistance. So, Deep Freeze, open your mind to us. Uh-oh. You have an incoming message from Investigator Whitworth. Okay, there we go, guys. Deep Freeze has just got a signal from the Lodestone Technology security system. It's detected that the archives have already been attacked. Also identified who the hacker is. He's Syndicate. Goes by the name Decker. Take him down. All right, so we're going to fight these Syndicate guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on hold until I get to Decker, and I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't have to go very far. Here's Decker. He's surrounded by quite a few enemies, though. He's a yellow, which means that if I didn't lower myself to -1, he would be orange. Those guys may be far enough away to not see us. Oh boy. Okay. Turn this off. Let's get build up and assassination. Got it. Okay. Dang, come on, I always do that. I aimed in the wrong direction. Incoming message from Investigator Whitworth. We just detected a tight beam data burst transmission coming from the mainframe. Stopping Decker won't halt the transmission. He's having the mainframe transmit data direct to another place. You're going to have to destroy the mainframe before the transfer completes. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I better kill this guy first. I don't think this is the correct place to be. Yeah, okay. That's the mainframe. Got it. Incoming message from Investigator Whitworth. DB, we didn't stop them in time, but we had traced the signal back to its destination. Heck. Get out of there. They're in the Kiersey Lansing building. I need you to intercept them. Having build up with the assassination thing, that feels good. That's the first time it's starting to feel like a real stalker. That was the first time I felt like a real stalker in this character. I think I've been here before. No, you arrived just in time to start your quarry from leaving. Stop hackers. Find the syndicate hacker. A few more digits and blue shift. Okay, let's see if we can find this guy. Here he is. All right, let's get blue shift. Turn it off. Nice. Oh, that's not it. Find the syndicate hacker. Uh-oh. That didn't do it, huh? You have to. Oh, I guess I have to kill all of his helpers. He's got quite a few helpers up here, too. All right. Ah, didn't quite kill her. No. Rookie mistake to try and leave me out there. Come on back. Come on back. Should be back. Ah, here we go. There's something over here. It's a disc sticking in the wall. Okay. Oh, there we go. I thought I had to kill everybody. Assassinate this guy. There we go. All right. Let's see what our contact has to say about that. He's got to be happy about what we've gotten so far. That was a close one, Deep Freeze. It would appear that Sergeant Jimenez is a much more dangerous liability than we initially suspected. He'll have to be dealt with. On the plus side, you apprehended 2 of our syndicate's most wanted. Ministry interrogation will be overjoyed to hear that we have 2 new visitors for them. However, it looks like Lodestone Technologies will have to wait for our ministry technicians to get their data out of Blue Shift's cranial storage casing. He'll undergo interrogation and then memory removal and storage before his mind is wiped and integrated back into the ministry. It has been some time since he worked for us. It'll be good to have him back. Wow. Do you realize if we had more people like you in Praetoria, Deep Freeze, we wouldn't have as much crime as all these gangs and outlaws? These guys are pretty tough. All right, big finale here. Okay. Sergeant Jimenez has been feeding the Resistance information. That much is clear. Additionally, it's clear that the Resistance is working with the Syndicate here in Imperial City. This cannot stand. Jimenez needs to go down, and the Syndicate and Resistance cannot be allowed to align. Luckily, I have a plan. We put a tail on Sergeant Jimenez and followed him to this warehouse in Industry Avenue. From the look of it, he's got a meeting with his buddies in the Resistance and the Syndicate, no doubt to explain why his intel resulted in all their personnel getting arrested. Yeah. I want you to go to that meeting, only you're going to fit right in there. You aren't going to show up and arrest him in this. No, I'm going to turn his worthless existence into the catalyst that sets the Syndicate and Resistance at another's throat. You're going to that meeting only in the guise of a Syndicate thug. When you find Sergeant Jimenez, kill him. When the Resistance sees a Syndicate go-ganger take down their inside man in the PPD, they're going to go ballistic. Likewise, if the Syndicate sees one of their own start shooting, they're going to jump in. Once the bullets start flying, get out of there. Members of the Resistance working undercover for Calvin Scott should inform him of this happening. No, we are not. So, all right, this will be kind of exciting. We're going to do a little undercover work. It's right around the corner. One good thing about the Praetorian missions is that everything is fairly close together. It doesn't take a long time to go from mission to mission. And again, the stories are, I mean, the stories are really kind of cool. I'm enjoying these stories. It's just the way you have to do the missions is just kind of good. All right. Eliminate Sergeant Jimenez. Oh, oh, look at this. I'm undercover. A big tough dude, so everyone's my friend. I got my icy arms and legs, but otherwise they can't tell. I am going to put on my hide, though, because it's going to help me when I assassinate the main guy. If I can find the main guy. Oh, there we go. Turn that off. What do you mean? Why can't I use my power? Invalid target? You missed me? What? Attack. Oh, dadgummit. That stunk. Kind of blew my build up. Find mission exit. How do I get out of here? Okay. I'm driving with the windshield blocked. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's talk to our contact. There we go. Hey, this is the first time we didn't level up on a story, right? That's okay. My field agents report that the Syndicate and Resistance fighting has died down, both groups falling back, having suffered heavy casualties. Relations between the Syndicate and Resistance have been tenuous for a long time. However, I have read several reports that indicate the relationships are strengthening of late. And what's more, not everyone in the Syndicate appears to be happy about that. You eliminate a dangerous traitor, Deep Freeze, and save face for his family. Jimenez will be buried with honors, having died valiantly defending Praetoria from terrorists and criminals. I know it's not the way things should be, Deep Freeze, but this is the unfortunate reality we live in. We have to do a lot of dirty work here in the Ministry of Intelligence, and our chief job is to protect Praetoria no matter the cost. Thankfully today, the cost was the life of a traitor, but tomorrow it could be a good, honest cop, a daughter who manifests dangerous psychic powers, or a family that just is in the wrong place at the wrong time. In order to keep the streets of Praetoria clean, someone has to pick up the trash. I've got someone I think you should meet. Chance McKnight. Okay, so this next guy is going to give us. He'll be the end of the second phase of this entire loyalty path, and I think we're going to get a morality thing at the end of his story arc. So we're going to save that for another episode. So until then, this is Greg 29407, along with Deep Freeze, saying aloha, and we will see you next time.